I smiled at him that day. Not a forced smile. Not a shaky one. A calm, forgiving smile. The kind of smile that makes people relax. The kind that tells the world, it's over now. Everything is fine. But inside me, nothing was fine. That smile wasn't forgiveness. It was control. Because forgiveness was never real. It was just a mask I learned to wear very well. A mask that hid the anger, the pain, the truth. While he believed the story I was acting, I was waiting. People think revenge is loud. They imagine shouting, insults, public scenes, broken friendships. But the most dangerous revenge is silent. It waits patiently. It watches every move. It listens to every word. And it strikes only when the truth is fully ready. He truly believed I forgave him. He told others I was weak. That I had moved on. That I didn't know anything. What he never realized was that I already knew his secret. And once a secret starts breathing, once it begins to surface, it doesn't just hurt. It destroys everything built on lies. We weren't strangers. And that made the betrayal cut deeper than I ever imagined. We worked together, trusted each other. I believed he truly had my back. He knew my struggles, my fears, even the quiet plans I hadn't dared to tell anyone else. I confided in him, shared pieces of myself I had never said out loud before. And he listened, nodded, promised loyalty with that easy smile that makes you believe in people again. I remember thinking, finally, someone who understands me. But that trust, that belief, it became my biggest mistake. Because betrayal doesn't come from strangers. It doesn't come from enemies. It comes from those who know you, who know exactly where it will hurt the most. And when it comes from them, there's no recovery, no warning, only the slow, shocking realization that someone you trusted has already destroyed you from the inside. Looking back now, the signs were there. Small, almost invisible if you didn't look closely. Conversations would suddenly stop when I walked into the room. Messages I knew he had read vanished without a trace. Plans we made together shifted without explanation. And yet, I ignored it. Because believing in someone feels safer than facing the truth. Because trusting is easier than accepting that someone you love might betray you. One night, I couldn't ignore it any longer. I asked him carefully, trying not to sound accusatory. "Is something going on?" He laughed. That soft, casual laugh people use when they're lying, the kind that tells you they know exactly what they're hiding. Why would you even think that? And just like that, I doubted myself. Was I imagining things? Was I being paranoid? That's how betrayal works. It sneaks in quietly and convinces you that you are the problem. It makes you question your instincts, your judgment, your heart. And all the while, the truth is quietly waiting just beyond your reach. The truth didn't arrive with a bang. It didn't storm through the door or announce itself with drama. It came quietly, subtle, unforgiving, through a message. A message that was never meant for me. A single name. A single sentence. A plan, laid bare in black and white. I read it 3 times, each time hoping I was mistaken. Hoping my eyes were playing tricks on me. But they weren't. My hands started shaking, a cold, sinking feeling taking over my chest. He had been talking behind my back, using my ideas, twisting my words. And that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part was what he was planning to blame on me. Something huge, something that could destroy everything I had worked for, something that could ruin my reputation completely. And there he was, smiling in public, charming everyone around him, while quietly setting the stage for my downfall. That night I didn't sleep. Not because I was angry. Not because I wanted revenge immediately. But because something inside me broke. A part of me that had believed in him, a part that had trusted. And when trust breaks, everything else feels fragile, shattered, cold. I stopped confronting him. I stopped reacting. Because anger Anger gives power to the betrayer. It makes them feel alive. It makes them believe they're in control. So instead, I observed. I watched him closely, not with hatred, not with rage, but with quiet attention. I noticed how easily he lied, how confidently he played innocent, how effortlessly he twisted words, making others believe his story. And then it hit me. Something terrifying. He wasn't confused. He wasn't mistaken. He was deliberate, calculated, every move, every word, every smile, planned, measured, designed to keep me unaware. And people like that don't stop unless they're exposed. So I made a choice. A decision that required patience and strength. I would not explode. I would not warn him. I would not let him see me falter. Instead, I would forgive him. Or at least, pretend to. Because sometimes the most powerful revenge is letting someone believe they have won, while quietly preparing the truth to strike. The next time I saw him, I smiled again. A calm, effortless smile, the kind that hides everything underneath. I've been thinking, I said softly. I don't want any bad feelings between us. Relief flashed across his face. He thought he had won, that I had given up, that I had accepted his betrayal. Then I added the words I had rehearsed 1,000 times in my mind. I forgive you. Those words tasted bitter on my tongue, but I said them clearly, confidently, convincingly. He smiled. He thanked me. He even went on to tell others how mature and understanding I was. And that's when I realized. He had no idea what was coming. No idea that every lie he had spun, every secret he had tried to bury was already in motion. He believed he had survived me, but survival was about to feel very different. He had a secret. One he believed was buried forever. But secrets have a way of slipping out, especially when people get careless, especially when they think no one is watching. He trusted me again. He felt safe. He started talking, oversharing, and every word he said only confirmed what I already knew.
He wasn't just betraying me.
Not anymore. He was hiding something far worse, something that, if revealed, could shatter the image he had spent years building in a single day. I didn't rush. I didn't push. I didn't act impulsively. Because revenge isn't about speed. It's about precision. And justice is patient. I began collecting pieces. Not rumors. Not feelings. Not assumptions, facts, concrete, undeniable facts. Screenshots, dates, voices. Every tiny detail mattered. I stayed friendly, supportive, warm, like nothing had ever happened. He felt safe, completely at ease, confident that I would never suspect, that I would never act. And that's when people reveal their darkest sides, when they think no one is watching, when they believe they are untouchable. Meanwhile, he kept digging his own hole. Lying more. Covering more. Believing each step made him safer. But he didn't realize every move he made, every secret he revealed, was leaving a trail that would one day lead directly to him. There was a moment, a quiet, fleeting moment, when I almost let it go. I asked myself softly, almost whispering to my own thoughts, is this really worth it? Because revenge, it changes people. It can consume you. It can twist your heart into something unrecognizable. For a second, I imagined walking away, ignoring the betrayal, pretending it never happened. But then I remembered the sleepless nights, the fear that gnawed at me, the damage he had carefully planned aimed directly at me. This wasn't revenge anymore. It wasn't about satisfaction. It wasn't about proving a point. This was protection. So I continued quietly, patiently, knowing the right moment would come. And when it did, he would see that nothing is stronger than truth. The plan wasn't loud. There were no dramatic confrontations, no shouting, no chaos. It was quiet, deliberate, controlled. Just the truth, placed carefully, like a puzzle piece waiting to complete the picture. I knew the exact moment to reveal it. Not too early or it would lose its impact. Not too late or it would be wasted. Because truth has timing. And timing decides everything. Everything was in place, and all that remained was patience. It started small, almost invisible if you weren't paying attention. Questions began to circulate, subtle whispers, curious glances, people sensing that something wasn't right. He noticed. A flicker of nervousness crossed his face. For the first time, he wasn't in control. I watched from a distance, silent, patient, letting the truth do the work for me. And then the proof surfaced, one by one, layer by layer. No commentary, no insults, no dramatics. Just facts, clear, undeniable. The people who once trusted him slowly started stepping back, eyes opening, doubts forming. And in that moment, his confidence, once so solid, cracked. For the first time, he realized that the person he thought he controlled was watching carefully. And the game had shifted. He called me, and instantly I could hear it in his voice. The calm, composed tone was gone, replaced by unease. "What's happening?" he asked, trying to sound casual but failing. I paused, let the silence stretch just long enough for him to feel it. Then I spoke softly, almost too calm, as if nothing mattered but everything did. "I forgave you. Remember?" Silence, heavy, uncomfortable, the kind of silence that speaks louder than any accusation. And in that moment, he understood fully. The quiet patience, the smiles, the pretending all had been part of something far bigger than him. The truth had arrived, and there was no escaping it. The secret spread faster than he could have ever imagined. It wasn't carried as rumors. It wasn't whispered behind closed doors. No, it moved like wildfire, unstoppable, undeniable, raw truth. The kind of truth that doesn't wait for permission, that doesn't care who is ready to hear it. Opportunities he had taken for granted began to close, one after another. Doors he thought were forever open slammed shut. Allies he believed were loyal vanished, as if they had never been there at all. The carefully crafted image he had spent years building, protecting, polishing, slowly crumbled piece by piece. And I did nothing. I didn't yell. I didn't accuse. I didn't fan the flames. I didn't need to. Because truth doesn't need help. It doesn't need exaggeration. It doesn't need drama. It simply exists. And in that silence I watched it all collapse. Every lie he had spun, every betrayal he had carefully hidden, came rushing out one fact at a time. Watching it happen was strangely quiet. There was no celebration, no shouting, no gloating. Just the natural unfolding of what was always meant to happen. And I realized something: revenge doesn't always need to be loud. Sometimes the most devastating vengeance is patience, is restraint, is letting the truth breathe until it has the power to destroy itself. Weeks passed. People asked me how I felt. Relieved? Satisfied? Honestly, I felt empty. Betrayal takes something from you even when justice is served. It leaves a mark that doesn't fade easily. A shadow that follows you quietly, reminding you that trust once broken cannot be completely restored. But even with that emptiness, I slept again, peacefully, deeply, and that mattered more than anger, more than revenge, more than proving anything to anyone. Because in the end, peace was the real victory, and nothing else could compare. He avoided me completely after that, like I had vanished from his world entirely. Until one day, fate, or maybe just the universe, made our paths cross again. He looked smaller, quieter. The arrogance that once made him untouchable had evaporated. His steps were hesitant, his posture weighed down by the invisible pressure of everything he had built that had now fallen apart. "You planned this," he said, his voice tight, almost accusing, almost desperate. I looked at him calmly, without anger, without satisfaction. "No," I said softly, my voice steady, deliberate. "You planned it. I just stopped protecting you." And in that moment, I could see it. The realization hit him fully, crushingly. The downfall wasn't my doing. It wasn't my revenge that ruined him. It was the result of his own choices, his own lies, his own betrayals. And sometimes, The harshest lessons aren't taught by someone else. They're taught by truth itself, waiting silently for its perfect moment to reveal itself. Forgiveness doesn't always mean forgetting. Sometimes forgiveness means letting truth do the talking. You don't need to shout to be strong. You don't need to destroy to be powerful. Silence, patience, truth, those are more dangerous than anger, more effective than confrontation, more revealing than any accusation ever could be. Strength isn't in the noise you make. It's in the calm you keep while the world slowly unravels the lies for you. And sometimes, the quietest actions carry the loudest consequences. So, if someone betrays you, remember this. You don't owe them chaos. You don't owe them noise. You owe yourself peace. And often, peace only comes after the truth has been revealed. I pretended to forgive him. I smiled. I acted like nothing had happened. And his own secret destroyed him. Not because of my anger. Not because of my actions, but because of his choices. The consequences of betrayal always catch up with those who think they are untouchable. And when it happens, there is no mercy, no excuses, no escape. Only the raw weight of truth and its unstoppable consequences. And if you've stayed with me until the end, know this, there are so many more stories like this. Stories of betrayal, revenge, hidden secrets, and the quiet, terrifying power of patience. Stories where truth moves silently, but it always reaches its destination. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more interesting and dramatic stories. And if this one kept you on the edge of your seat, if it made you think, if it made your heart race, just a little, then like this video, share it, and leave a comment telling me what you would have done in my place. Your thoughts matter, your reactions matter, and I read every single one. Let's uncover more stories together, stories that remind us that truth, patience, and quiet strength are sometimes the most powerful forces of all.